Good day, everyone. Before we start our presentation, let us introduce ourselves first. I am Eunice Obangkuyo, together with my group mate,
Professor Tenor Rogero. So please regard us as the prof or professor for this topic. So I hope all of you to regard Miss Bangkuyo as Professor Eunice or Professor Nice, and regard to me as Professor Kind. So Professor Eunice or Professor Nice and Professor Kind. And for this today's topic or lesson, we'll be all discussing all about lagoonal and tidal flood environment. The story of this lesson will be first welcomed by the shallow bodies of water, also known as lagoons. Lagoons. A lagoon is a shallow body of water protected from a larger body of water, usually the ocean. Lagoons are often called estuaries, bays, or even lake. There are two types of lagoons, which is coastal lagoon and atoll lagoon. So coastal lagoons are characterized by a quiet water condition. Quiet water condition. One distinguishable trait of a coastal lagoon is it protected or sheltered by barrier island or sandbars, and they occur widely on low coasts and rarely occur in high altitude such as high cliffs. On the other hand, atoll lagoons are similar to coastal lagoons, but instead of being sheltered by barrier islands, atoll lagoons are protected by coral reefs and commonly occur in the tropical waters of South Pacific Ocean and Indian Ocean. So for the introductory, there are two types of lagoons. The coastal lagoons, which is characterized by quiet water condition and sheltered by barrier island or sandbars. On the other hand, atoll lagoons are quite similar to coastal lagoons, but instead of being sheltered by barrier islands, atoll lagoons are protected by coral reefs. So, next part. So now we are up to the next part, or on the next slide. On the characteristic of lagoons, in the factors of formation of lagoons, the essential feature that causes the lagoon to exist is the barrier that separates it from the ocean. So observe closely the figure on the right side. So there was a bay on the upper figure. Then on the second figure, or in the middle figure, longshore drift drug sand. Yeah. On the bottom side of the figure, we have the lagoonal form. So factors in formation of lagoon, the essential feature that causes the lagoon to exist is the barrier that separates it from the ocean. Lagoons form when a natural barrier like an island barrier or coral reef builds up all along a coastline, separating shallow bodies of water from the ocean or sea. This enclosed water, which can be fed by rivers, receive seawater through narrow openings. Next slide, please. On our left, we can actually see the figure. So it was the actual process of how lagoon was formed. So on that top portion of the figure, so pinapakita lang dyan yung original. So yun yung first part or part 1 ng pag-form ng lagoon. So originally, mataas talaga yung bodies of water. Then below the water is doon located yung sand. And on the the mid part of the figure, no, sa gitna, yung closed lagoon, we can actually see yung sands ay tumaas or yung water ay bumaba. So magka-level na sila. So like this. Before, sa taas nandito na ganun. Dun sa baba na, yung gitnang portion ng figure, magkapatay na sila. At magkapatay na sila. Tapos on the part 3 or the final, yung form na talaga yung lagoon, yung sandbar is mas tumaas pa dun sa bodies of water. So before, nakaganto siya. On the formation or the actual formation, yung totally naging lagoon na siya, is tumaas yung sand na naging ganan. So, So it just confirmed the fact na ang lagoon got separated from the body of water, which is the ocean. So nung una, ano siya, part siya ng ocean, then tumaas yung sandbar, then mas tumaas pa. Then yung naiwan or yung nakulong dun sa sandbar, yun ang tinatawag nating lagoon. So next part tayo, next slide. On the previous slide, I've discussed or I've explained the process of formation of lagoon in Tagalog. But on this slide, kasi pabida ako, I try to explain it to you in English. So we can all understand how the process of the lagoon, how coastal lagoons form. Coastal lagoons are created as a shallow basin near the shore that gradually erodes, and the ocean sits in between the offshore reef or island. They can form only where there is abundant sediment construction of the protective barrier islands. So on the figure, we can actually see that there was a bay and long shore drift or spit. Then, and as the time lapse, we can actually see on the right of the figure, the lagoon or the bar. So it just confirmed again the fact that lagoons are actually or originally part of the ocean, yet it was separated due to longshore drift. It's done. Next slide. And now we are done on the discussion of the characteristic of the coastal lagoon. Ngayon, dadako naman tayo on how atoll lagoons are formed or on its first characteristic. An atoll lagoons form from the slow sinking or subsidence of a volcanic island, around which a fringing reef grows, followed by the continued upward growth of the reef as the island submerges. Then the island will eventually disappear entirely beneath the view, leaving a ring-shaped coral reef surrounding a central body of water, which is the atoll lagoon. So, as we discussed on the previous slides, ang coastal lagoon ay na-form because of the offshore drift, yung pagtaas ng sand natin. Yung pagtaas ng sand natin sa sea level. Dito naman sa atoll lagoons, it was formed daw sa pagtaas din ng sea level pero on the volcanic. So, ito yung volcan dati. So, sa pagtaas ng tubig sa dagat is nalulubog yung volcan, then magpo-form daw siya ng lagoon, which is the atoll lagoons. This slide is all about the conformation or kaduktong lang siya ng previous slide kanina. So, the effect of time. Lagoons changes with time. In both, a relative rise of sea level with time is important in the development of the lagoon. So, as what I said on the previous slide, is yung vulkan nga daw is vulkan sa pagtaas nga ng sea level is nalulubog siya. And on the figure, makikita naman natin na volcanic island, then coral reef. So, volcanic island, napapaligiran siya ng coral reef. Then, sa pagtaas ng sea level, nalulubog yung vulkan at ang natitira na lang ay coral reef na nagpo-form naman ngayon ng lagoon, which is the atoll lagoons. So, vulkan, napapaligiran ng coral reef, then tataas yung sea level, matataas, lulubog yung vulkan, and ang matitira na lang sa vulkan is yung coral reef niya, na yun ang magpo-form ng atoll lagoon natin. The effect of time, the post-glacial rise of sea level also influence barrier formation in many instances. When sea level rises too fast, a barrier may be drawn and its lagoon will cease to exist. So, ayun nga daw ang sabi niya dito. Ang sabi daw dito, sa pagtaas nga daw ng sea level or sa pagbilis ng pagtaas ng sea level, a barrier may be drowned. Yung barrier daw is ma-drown or magsasubmerge and its lagoon will cease to exist. So, sa pagtaas ng sea level or sa pagtaas ng sea level, then sa paglubog ng barrier, a lagoon will cease to exist. So, mag-i-exist daw yung lagoon, mag-i-exist yung lagoon kapag nag-submerge na yung volcanic island at ang matitira na lang sa volcanic island ay yung coral reef niya. And we can actually see it on the figure above. To conclude this topic, we have here the characteristic of coastal lagoons. Coastal lagoons' key characteristics includes quiet water, fine sediments, highly productive ecosystem, and variable salinity that can range from fresh to hypersaline, depending on freshwater inflows and tidal exchange. We can also include here the formation of the lagoons, which is na-discuss natin on the previous slide, na ang coastal lagoons nga daw is highly sheltered and it rarely occur on the high altitudes. So we can summarize this. So we can summarize the coastal lagoons as rarely occur in high altitudes, where very or sheltered or protected by the barrier islands or coral reef, and it has the quiet water. 3 key characteristics of the coastal lagoons. At two lagoons characteristics has a circular shape, relatively sheltered and calm water, and a diverse marine ecosystem that thrives in the protected environment. So, Atoll Lagoons has a circular shape due to volcanic submerges and calm water. So, the difference between the Atoll Lagoons and Coastal Lagoons is Coastal Lagoons has quiet water while Atoll Lagoons has calm water. And madi-differentiate din natin siya sa formation niya. Ang coastal lagoons ay napo-form due to offshore drift, while the atoll lagoons ay napo-form naman siya sa pagsasubmerge ng volcanic island or yung paglubog ng volcanic island due to high level or sea level rises.
As for the next part of this presentation, it is all about tidal flat environment. And for the content of this part, we will tackle tidal flats, tidal range, sedimentation in tidal flats, and also the unseen tidal flats sediments. First, what are tidal flats? They form mainly on mesotidal, which is the moderate tides, and macrotidal, or the large tides, coasts where strong wear activity is absent. Tidal flats are flat, and usually, ito ay nakikita in low-lying areas found on coast with moderate to large tides na kung saan walang range ng wave na nagaganap in those areas. Kaya nagkakaroon ng tidal flats. Another additional inputs about tidal flats is we may also called mud flats. Ang mga tidal flats is a coastal landforms na kung saan they consist of sediments that is deposited by tides and rivers. It is found na kung saan yung marine, freshwater, and land environments meet to each other. Tidal flats compose of mud, sand, and organic material na kung saan na-expose sila during low tide and submerge at high tide. Additional key facts about tidal flats: the Wadden Sea, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is the largest connected tidal flat system, spanning approximately 500 km and covering an area of 10,000 km squared, about the size of Jamaica. Ganun kalawak yung largest connected tidal flat system na na-record in the world. For the next part, we will know where do they develop. They develop along open coasts with low elevation, also behind natural barriers such as islands, spits, reefs, or other structures. Typically found between estuaries, bays, backshore zones, river channels, deltas, and lagoons. Yes, also in lagoons like what Mr. Tenario discussed earlier. So as you can see in the bottom part of this slide is the examples pictures of those locations I said. Andyan yung estuaries, deltas, and also the river channels.